Hi everyone. This is the case study of suburbanization of Beijing. Our research question is, how do we use growth to increase investment in infrastructure and services? And how can we measure the benefit infrastructure investment provides to the city's resilience? Here is my content about my case study. I use the Beijing as case study. But why I choose Beijing to study? Beijing is the capital of the People's Republic of China, and it is also a megacity. Cities with more than 10 million populations will be defined as megacities. In the early 1950s, there were only two megacities on Earth, New York and Tokyo. According to the United Nations, by 2025, the number of megacities will grow to 39. Sydney has the same situation as Beijing. The population in Beijing is 4 times that of Sydney, which has led to the need for Beijing to accommodate more residents. Beijing has many types of transportation in the city by government. Buses, subways, express buses, taxis and shared bicycle can be used in the city. Sydney also have many types of transportation for people like trains, light rails, subways, ferries and buses. There are many same issues between Sydney and Beijing. The higher cost of living in developed cities has also caused the burden of living for low-income people, and the number of homeless people has gradually increased. Since people can't afford the rent in the city center, they can only live farther and use private cars to go to work. The increase in private cars has caused serious air pollution problems. People live in Beijing always spend lots of time in commute. One-way average commute time is 52.9 minutes, and it is one of the 3 most congested cities in China during evening peak hours. The situation in Sydney is not optimistic. People need to spend at least 90 minutes on commute every day. So what we can do to reduce the overcrowding in urban centers? We find 3 aspects to reference for Sydney suburbanization. Create a people-centered city, make more job opportunities and education facilities, build convenience transportation as a link between city central and suburb. As the subcenter of Beijing, Tongzhou is 24 kilometers away from the center of Beijing. It is a total of 906 square kilometers and 155 square kilometers as a subcenter of the city. For expand new urban space, the city's subcenter building uses the world's most advanced energy-saving and environmentally friendly technologies, standards, materials and processes to promote the concept of green building, and uses a large number of renewable energy such as geothermal, solar energy and fabricated building technology to build a green city and a smart city. At the same time as the construction of the subcenter, the government also adjusted the best education and medical resources in Beijing to the subcenter. 6 of the top 10 high schools in Beijing have already settled in. The Beijing municipal government will transfer all municipal government agencies to Tongzhou, which will drive related services and support. Due to the increase in administrative functions, it will definitely bring about the concentration of some people who serve administrative functions. Tongzhou's employment work will also be driven by the newly built Beijing Universal Studios. Universal Studios needs 10,000 jobs in the future park, and 100,000 people can be employed outside the park. Next year, 2 Beijing subway projects will be built to connect the southeastern part of Tongzhou with the city center. The Beijing Municipal Transportation Commission said it plans to build more lines in the suburbs, including the north-south route, and the transfer distance between the station and other public transportation lines will be reduced to about 100 meters. So what we can learn from Beijing's experience for urban planning of Sydney? Sydney should also create more jobs in the city's subcenters, improve the infrastructure of the new district, and build more convenient public transport. In this way, people are willing to stay close to work at home instead of going to the city center. That is all of my case study. Thank you for your listening.